Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to the playoffs. We are going to the playoffs. Don't mind me. I got the Dolphins game in the background. I am feeling over the moon right now. I was on live for this whole thing. I don't know if y'all saw it. If you didn't see it, go to about the 40-minute mark when I basically stripped down to my OnlyFans gear. Bro, people, the Miami Hurricanes are going to go play at Texas A&M in the first round of the college football playoff, a number 10 seed. We get into the playoffs over Notre Dame. Head to head finally matters. And we're going to dig in on this a little bit real quick. And then you'll see us tonight live at 8 p.m. on Sunday Night Heat. And of course, tomorrow night, 9 p.m., 8 p.m. tonight, 9 p.m. tomorrow, Hurricanes Unfiltered Live. We will open the phone lines and let everybody have something to say. I want you there. Bring your energy, bring the popcorn, bring the beer, bring the drinks, bring it all, man. Because we're going to go in on this thing, bro. Oh my God. The Miami Hurricanes are going to the playoffs. Welcome aboard once again to Hurricanes Unfiltered, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. I am your host, Rudy Rodriguez Showmont. Leave a comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel. We got at least 2 more weeks of fun stuff, but man, oh man, I feel really good. I don't think Texas A&M want any piece of this Miami Hurricane juice. And we win that game. We got Ohio State at the Cotton Bowl. They didn't want to put us on our home field. So we played them in a Cotton Bowl. Oh, that would be some fun stuff too, man. That'd be some fun stuff too. I'm so excited right now, folks. But this whole playoff situation is horseshit, man. I've never seen such a horseshit organization in my life. It came down to the Miami Hurricanes and Notre Dame. And finally, they decided to finally put the Miami Hurricanes ahead of Notre Dame. Somehow, something changed from Tuesday to today, and neither team played. And this guy, Hunter Yurachek, or whatever the flip his name is, this guy says that they've been comparing Alabama to Notre Dame. Alabama not moving an inch. I actually feel bad for Notre Dame. I do. Because Alabama doesn't belong. Their own people don't believe that they belong. They just don't. Their own former players don't believe that they belong. And then they get a perfect matchup of 2 teams that can't score. A rematch with Oklahoma. Think about that. You gave them a rematch with Oklahoma. At least you could have done was move them to 10 and move Miami to 9 because Miami ain't played Oklahoma. You already played them. It's a rematch game. This time it's at Oklahoma. I actually think Alabama will win that game because I think Oklahoma's terrible. I think Oklahoma's terrible, but they don't move Alabama after getting crushed. They got the best win 8 weeks ago, 9 weeks ago, 10 weeks ago, but they also got the worst loss by a mile and then got blown out like they got smacked by their mama against Georgia last night. But then Miami, now all of a sudden, BYU's blowout loss was enough to move them down. So now they make the head-to-head comparison. See, them motherfuckers were always lying. Miami was never being compared to Notre Dame. Not one time. Not one time did they put Miami and Notre Dame side by side. So how in the world do you now put them side by side and say Miami's in? Why was Miami not side by side with Notre Dame for the last 4 weeks? And this guy says, oh, well, Miami was 18th in the first poll. Again, you've been reading the AP poll. I know this because you know what the AP had today? Miami at number 10. They also bumped Alabama back to number 11, just so you know. But they had Miami at number 10. And then you get to that. I thought ESPN did a terrible job in how they did it. They should have had 11 and 12 first, which we already knew, and then just save that last 3 to make it interesting. They failed they failed to do so. But man, my reaction, if you see it, it's on Instagram. I did the live. I mean, it's crazy. Miami Hurricanes are playing the best football that they've played all season, and we need to see that continue. We need to see the continuation of this amazing superstar, Malachi Tony. We need to see the continuation of a defensive juggernaut in Ruben Bain and Akeem Mesidor. We need to continue to see this dynamic secondary featuring Jacoby Thomas, Damari Brown, Bryce Fitzgerald. I mean, we need to keep on seeing it. So we got to see that badass running back Gerard Pringle, that quarterback named Carson Beck, who's been playing the best football in the country of any quarterback in America. Next week, this Saturday, you get the Heisman votes coming in. I'm going to presume Fernando Mendoza is going to win it because they beat Ohio State last night in what I thought was a pretty boring game overall. Not because it didn't score a lot, but because it was just not really good football, in my opinion. But man, oh man, that guy saying that now all of a sudden the comparison was to Notre Dame and the head to head. He said we told everyone to go watch that game. Yeah, everyone watched it. Anyone who watched it knew we dominated the line of scrimmage. We dominated the game. The score wasn't indicative of what reality was. We kicked their ass on the field. We dominated them on the field. It doesn't matter if it's week 1 or week 12. And thank the Lord that we don't have to be the only team that's never had a head to head selection as a winner in the college football playoff, man. 13 times it had been head to head, and now it's 13 times where head to head matters. Because coming into this weekend, we were the only head to head that was not ranked ahead. I just don't get their ranking system. They're going to readjust this thing again. You can be assured that next year it'll be a 16 team playoff at minimum. They're going to find a way to eliminate this automatic shit with these 5 conference champions. Because realistically, dump the 5 conference champion component. Get rid of it. You don't need to have automatic bids. Just give the top 16 teams the playoffs. However you vote them in, you vote them in, but the top 16 teams need to play. If G5 teams want to get in this motherfucker, they got to be undefeated. Tulane lost by 35 points to Ole Miss, and they're going to play them again. That's a waste of time. James Madison's a 21.5-point underdog at Oregon. They're going to get crushed. There's only 2 games in the college football playoff in the first round that really are going to be of interest, and that's Alabama at Oklahoma and Miami at Texas A&M. And it's so convenient that 3 of them are SEC teams. But man, Miami Dolphins are up 21-0 right here, bro. But man, oh man, I'm so excited. I hope you are excited as well. Head to head matters. The Miami Hurricanes pass Notre Dame to make the college football playoff. And Notre Dame fans are crashing out. People like Heather Dinich running her fucking mouth. I mean, she is the biggest Miami hater, it seems like now. I got somebody telling me Miami is out, and then at 1:30, congratulations, best of luck. I mean, make up your minds, man. Like, you guys don't even know what you're talking about. It's just a trip. I've had Notre Dame fans in my DMs for weeks. For weeks. It's insane. Like they want to like they want to date me and shit. It's a little bit odd. I'm cool with it, you know. I'm cool with it. I had people trolling the live last night. I even had an Ohio State fan in our live today jumping in saying, "Yeah, we're gonna kick your ass." Okay, you're worried about us already. I mean, you're worried about us. Why are you so? So what that tells me is the Ohio State fans are expecting to play Miami. They're expecting to play Miami, and you're not getting a home game, Ohio State. You're gonna be playing in Dallas, Texas, and they don't like y'all too much in Texas. They don't. So I expect to have a Miami crowd there, to be honest. Tickets are expensive as shit right now. We will be live from our couch for this game. It's a 12 noon game against Texas A&M. But I'm so excited. This guy, Hunter Yurichik, this guy, every time he talks, it's like just, you're a moron, bro. Your whole committee is filled with idiots. But I'm going to tell you right now, that national pressure from all the big national media people who've been saying Miami should be ahead of Notre Dame, I think at the end of the day, it had to resonate. Like, there was only a handful of people, you know, that were against Miami, but the vast majority and huge names are like, no, Miami belongs. Miami should be in this thing. It's just they're so inconsistent because how can BYU drop because they got blown out, but Alabama not drop because they got blown out? You want to know what's also funny? Virginia losing to Duke, they dropped. So the only team that lost and got beat, and Virginia lost an overtime game. The only team that did not move from losing that did not move losing a conference championship was Alabama. And they got crushed. They got crushed. It's a joke. It's a joke. And they got to fix that shit. They got to fix it. I do believe Notre Dame should be in the playoffs. I actually feel a little bit bad for them because I know they're better than Bama. I know they're better than Oklahoma, but this is how it goes sometimes. And I'm glad to be the benefactor for once of good news when it comes to the Miami Hurricanes and all the Hurricanes fans who suffer from PTSD, from always feeling slighted. Don't feel slighted anymore because we are in the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. Before I finish this off, I want to give a shout out to a sponsor of our show, which I should have done 8 minutes ago. Natalie Lopez, attorney at law. When life hits hard, the law firm of Natalie Lopez hits back harder like the Miami fucking Hurricanes. You can reach her at 954-888-8833. She practices in criminal defense and family law in all of Florida. Again, 954-888-8833. And follow her on Instagram at nat.guilty. That's nat.guilty. Appreciate you, Natalie, as always. Again, Miami Hurricanes are in the football playoffs. We got something to play for, people. We can win this bitch. We can win this bitch. When we play our best football, we are the best team in America. And there's not a lot of people that can say that about theirs. Both sides of the ball. When we play our best ball, we are the best team in America. That's all I got. I'll see you tonight at 8 o'clock. Be sure to follow us on our social media. It's all about the you. Let's go. Like, follow, subscribe. This is Hurricanes Unfiltered, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now. Let's go, Canes.